Good morning, everybody. This is Patty with Patty's Purse and Pounds, and I am going to go over with you my clean slate budget for September with some changes. So this is my budget calendar. As you can see, I don't have anything written in it as of yet, as I'm just starting to get started to putting in our pay dates along with when we should be expecting money and our bills that need to get paid. In my calendar, what I do is I set the calendar up with starting with Wednesday to Tuesday because I get paid on Wednesdays. I am including the August 27th, which is the last paycheck in August, as my first paycheck for September. So I'll go over that just briefly with you. I don't have it on here because I was going to keep it in August, but then some things came out this past week that created a negative balance, and I just wanted to start with a clean slate in September, and that's why I put that paycheck in September. So I just have a few things written here on the side. I'm going to hopefully do September with a cash month using some of my side hustle money for cash envelopes and getting back into doing that. One of the towns that I do side hustle work for pays me every 2 weeks. So as long as I keep submitting a timesheet every Friday, then I know that's guaranteed money the following week to get paid. So I want to really focus on my cash month. My financial goals for September. My check that I received for a 40-hour work week gets deposited into, half of it will get deposited into one account, and the other $250, is that something new, I'm going to deposit a week into my another separate account, and that will be used toward credit card payments, so that all the credit card payments I make will come from this one account. Of course, I have to build it up a little bit, but that's my goal. It's going to be a no-spend month for, any extracurricular activities. And if you've watched my channel for a while now, you know that I'm doing a great job as being intentional at spending and not, just willy-nilly throwing it out there, buying stickers or planning stuff, etc. I am, making a little bit more money with my side hustles, but I want to use that money intentionally to save as well as to pay down my credit card debt. I also want to start in September going back to my sinking funds with cash. And that's very important to me because when I was doing sinking funds on a weekly basis, I really had a good little nest egg, and I really do enjoy doing sinking funds. But this year has just been a struggle financially, I think, economically for everyone. And I just want to get back to sinking funds with cash, especially where I'm getting money more regularly with my side hustles. So this is what I've done. So here's the paycheck budget tracker for August 27th. So my complete paycheck was for that goes into this account was $505 something, but there was a negative. There was a negative rollover from the end of August. I think it was. Just trying to see if I had it quickly here, which I probably don't, because who wants to see that, right? I think it was like 200 something. So when that deposit of 500 went through, the balance was 207.19. So that's the rollover. That's the amount that I'm starting off with September. And then, this is still the same, paycheck. 250 went right into that other account. And then I did receive a biweekly check from the town that I just picked up minutes for of $716.22. So that's freaking fantastic. I'm psyched about that. And it got deposited a day earlier, which was yesterday versus today. So I'm psyched about that, and I do want to spend that intentionally and pay down some debt. So I did put this all in my inflow here, I'm leaving this one open to see if I get any check from the town that owes me all their money. They said that they should be processing 1 or 2 checks today, so I should receive that Friday or Saturday, but I never count it, the old saying, don't count it before you receive it. Don't spend it before you receive it. And with them, as you know, every single time you hear me, I still hadn't gotten paid that paycheck, so I just leave it open, and I'll leave the inflow total open. So this 7/16/22, I will put in. This will be like sinking funds or that separate account. So the rollover in that account is $34.44, and then this 7/16/22 is hustle money that I just received, and I went ahead already and paid off Torrid credit card of $146.73, which was one of my goals for the end of August. So I'm kind of excited that happened. So sinking funds, I will go and withdraw $100 from this account, and my goal is to put $50 in 1 month ahead, $20 in Max's envelope, that's our dog, for grooming, etc. $25 into a Costco BJ's envelope, and again, just to build that sinking fund up for September, $5 somewhere, and then I transferred $100 into a savings account, just again as a buffer to make sure that of that 7/16, I am spending it intentionally. So that's what I'm going to do with it right now. I might decide to pay another $50 toward Old Navy or here or there, etc. We have a long weekend coming up this weekend with Labor Day, so I might take a little bit of money out for spending for that as well, especially if I don't get that other Wareham is what I'll call it, check, or any money from them. I don't expect the big one, but I expect something. So then fixed expenses, or from the account where usually my weekly 40-hour paycheck goes into, this is what I have planned thus far. I'm going to put a buffer in the savings account there. Automatic transfers of $40 goes to one account. Then my $50 automatic transfer for our mortgage savings account. And then I added an extra $25 to a credit card, which really that should have came out of here, right? Okay. Kind of following along where all the accounts I'm using. The variable expenses I have listed out for this week is groceries, dine out, Amazon household, and Amazon Grace, which I just bought her wipes at the end of August, so I probably won't need anything this week. But again, I have these here. If I want to put a little bit of cash into these envelopes, I can do that as well. Especially, again, if I get that side hustle money. That's kind of what I want to start doing, and that's my focus for September. This is the account where the $250 will roll over into automatically on a weekly basis. The rollover for September is $17.29, and then the $250 went in, so it's $235.85 is for the second mortgage that will get paid on 9/1. So that's how I'm going to do my paycheck budget tracker in September. I'm going to put all the inflow here, regardless of what account it's going into, and then it'll be used for separate things. My main 40-hour work week funds will go here to pay these buffers and automatic transfers and variable expenses. Any side hustle money will be allotted through here, and I'm going to use some of it for sinking funds and then some of it to pay off or pay towards some credit card debt. The $250 will go automatically into this separate account, and that just will get funded toward paying credit card debt, as well as this one thing that comes out once a month. And I'm keeping track of all these separate accounts using the expense tracker sheet. This is my personal 40-hour week. I'll put that, actually. I'll put 40-hour week job funds. And I just might color code it so I know in my head what it is and where it's going to be spent. So I'm counting out 1, 2, because I do use one tracker per week. So I went ahead already, as you can see, and I just put on the top here in this box what period this expense tracker covers. For this, so this expense tracker covers the period of 8/27/92, 8/27 to 9/2. Then I have 9/3 to 9/9, 9/10 to 9/16, and 9/17 to 9/23, and then 9/24 to 9/30. I have one expense tracker for our joint account because that is strictly for fixed expenses and household fixed expenses. And then I have the download Budget Mom PDF on my computer that I got a few years ago. So I just printed out another expense tracker, and this will be for my side hustle money. Again, rollover was $34.44 beginning now. The 7/16/22 came in yesterday, and so far the only thing I've done is transfer $100 to savings. Oh, and that's not true because I did pay off Torrid, so I already want to put that there. So paid off, and it feels so good to just make sure, already to get paid right away from this town, which is fantastic, as you can imagine, but also to be able to pay off this credit card already. $146.73 paid off. And then I can update also that in my debt payoff booklet kind of thing. So I'm kind of excited about that. I will go to the bank and take out cash when I do my cash stuffing tonight. I will go ahead and film that for you. So I think I have everything organized, and I usually do have it organized in the beginning of the month. I'm doing a better job at tracking everything and tracking every dollar, etc. So I'm happy about getting it all in this one book. I do use this as a monthly meal plan, more so for what we're actually eating for dinners. I did very well in July keeping it up, and then August I kind of didn't do a great job. So I want to make sure I utilize that in September, because it's always nice, because I do keep the book, it's nice to go back and see, oh, we liked that meal, we didn't like that meal, and of course, what we're making or what we're purchasing, and sticking to the dine out budget for the month. Okay, that's all I have for you right now. Once I create that budget as far as expenses and on our digital sheet, I will go over that with you as well. For now, I'm going to let you go, and I hope you all have a great day, and that you also can be intentional with your money. It's mindset sometimes. Just get it in your head that this is what we want to do, and this is how we want to do it. Thanks, guys.